Blue Book Rule 10 focuses on case citations. Each element of a case citation is addressed in its own video. This video focuses on identifying and citing a lower state court as the court of decision. Open your Blue Book to Rule 10.4b. In general, the state court deciding a case is identified in a citation by the name of the state and court. However, we do not have to include the state if it can be unambiguously identified by the reporter. Here's the case of Evans v. Moffitt as it appears in the second edition of the Atlantic Regional Reporter. The name of the state and the name of the court appear after the case name. It is the Superior Court of Pennsylvania. Likewise in Lexis, the court appears after the case name. Similarly, in Westlaw, the name of the deciding court appears at the top of the case just before the case name. Again, we see that the Superior Court of Pennsylvania decided this case. In citations, lower state courts are identified by the name of the state followed by the name of the court. Using our example, the court would be identified first by the state, Pennsylvania, and next by the court name, Superior Court. Look at Table 10 for the proper state abbreviation and Tables 1 and 7 for court abbreviations. Pennsylvania would become capital P, lowercase a, period, and Superior Court would become capital S, lowercase uper, period, space, capital C, lowercase t, period. Use a space between each one of these abbreviations. We use a space because the abbreviations contain more than one letter. In a citation, the state and court of decision goes inside the parentheses at the end of the citation sentence. The state and court come before the year the case was decided. Looking at the Evans example, we see the state and court abbreviations inside the parentheses at the end of the citation. This information comes before the year of decision, 1960. Remember the exception that allows us to omit the state if it is unambiguously identified by the reporter. Here, the reporter is the second edition of the Atlantic Regional Reporter and does not tell the reader the name of the state. So, we must retain Pennsylvania. Finally, note that there is no space between the open parentheses and the P in Pennsylvania. However, there is a space between the abbreviation for court and the date of decision. This concludes how to identify and cite a lower state court as the court of decision. Return to the menu for additional videos related to other elements of a Blue Book case citation.